Welcome back to NT Coins World, your ultimate destination for everything numismatic. If you're passionate about coins, history, and uncovering hidden treasures, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into two fascinating coins that tell stories beyond their face value, the 1972 D Washington Quarter Dollar and the 1985 P Washington Dollar. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your coin adventure, stay tuned because we're about to reveal everything you need to know about these incredible pieces of history. All right, coin enthusiasts, grab your magnifiers and get ready. Let's jump right in. First up, we have the 1972 D Washington Quarter Dollar in fine condition. This coin is a significant piece from the early 1970s, a period marked by economic shifts and the ongoing Vietnam War. The 1972 D Washington Quarter was minted during a time when the United States was experiencing a lot of change, and these coins circulated widely across the country, carrying the everyday stories of millions of Americans. The 1972 D Washington Quarter was struck at the Denver Mint, which is indicated by the D mint mark located on the obverse of the coin near the date. This mint mark is crucial because it helps collectors identify where the coin was produced, adding to its historical context and rarity. The Denver Mint, established in 1906, has been a key facility in producing some of America's most iconic coins, and the 1972 D is no exception. Design-wise, the 1972 D Washington Quarter features the classic obverse portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, which has remained largely unchanged since its introduction in 1932 to commemorate the bicentennial of Washington's birth. Washington's profile is depicted facing left, with a dignified expression, wearing a wig typical of the period. The inscriptions include "Liberty" at the top, "In God We Trust" to the left, and the year 1972 to the right. The reverse of the coin showcases the iconic eagle, with outstretched wings clutching arrows and an olive branch, symbolizing America's readiness for defense and desire for peace. The inscriptions include United States of America, Quarter Dollar, and E Pluribus Unum. The design, created by Gilroy Roberts, is both patriotic and timeless, embodying American values. In terms of mintages, the 1972 D Washington Quarter had a total strike of approximately 1,050,000,000 coins. This massive minting volume indicates how common the coin is, especially in circulated condition. However, when considering finer grades like fine condition, the coin's details are still well preserved, with noticeable wear on high points like Washington's cheek and hair. Now let's talk about the market value. In fine condition, the 1972 D Washington Quarter generally trades for around $2 to $4 depending on the coin's exact grade and eye appeal. While it's not a rare coin in circulated grades, it retains some value for collectors looking to complete a circulated set or seeking a piece of American numismatic history. Mint marks, die varieties, and errors can influence prices, so it's always good to examine each coin carefully. Speaking of errors, there are some known varieties and minting anomalies associated with the 1972 D Washington Quarter. For example, some coins exhibit die cracks, doubling, or die clashes, which can add a layer of interest and potential value for error collectors. However, these are relatively rare, and most circulated coins will display typical wear. Collector interest in the 1972 D Washington Quarter remains steady due to its widespread circulation and historical significance. It's a staple for those assembling a complete set of Washington quarters from the 20th century, especially since it represents the coinage of the early 1970s, a period of transition and change in the United States. Now moving on to our second coin, the 1985 P Washington Dollar in fine condition. This coin is part of the series of dollar coins that were issued to promote the use of a larger, more durable dollar coin to replace the paper dollar bill. The 1985 P Washington Dollar is particularly interesting because it marked the first year of the series, making it a key date for collectors. The P mint mark indicates that this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, the primary facility for most of America's coinage. The Philadelphia Mint is renowned for its high-quality production and has been operational since 1792, playing a pivotal role in U.S. coin history. Design-wise, the 1985 Washington dollar features the same obverse portrait of George Washington, maintaining continuity with the quarter series. The portrait is a modern adaptation by John Mercanti, depicting Washington in a more detailed and realistic style, facing left with a confident expression. The inscriptions include Liberty at the top, In God We Trust to the left, and 1985 on the right. The reverse of the coin displays the image of the Statue of Liberty, a symbol of freedom and democracy. This design was created by Elizabeth Jones, who aimed to emphasize the ideals of liberty that Washington fought for. The inscriptions include United States of America and $1. The 1985p Washington dollar had a mintage of approximately 267 million coins. While this number is significant, it's considerably lower than the circulation coins of earlier decades, making it relatively more collectible, especially in uncirculated or better grades. In fine condition, the 1985p Washington dollar exhibits moderate wear. The high points, such as the details of Washington's hair and the Liberty image, show some smoothing, but the overall design remains visible and attractive. Circulated coins like these are accessible to many collectors and provide a tangible link to 1980s America. Market-wise, the 1985p Washington dollar, in fine condition, typically sells for around $2 to $5 depending on the specific condition and whether it has been cleaned or preserved well. While it's not a rare coin, its significance as the first of its series makes it a desirable piece for many collectors. Errors and varieties on the 1985p Washington dollar are relatively scarce, but some specimens show die clashes, struck-throughs, or die cracks. These errors can increase a coin's value, especially among error enthusiasts. For example, a dollar coin with a die clash or a double die could fetch a premium over standard issues. Collector interest in the 1985p Washington dollar remains strong, especially among those aiming to complete a series of dollar coins or seeking to own a piece of modern American numismatic history. The coin symbolizes a shift towards coin-based transactions and reflects the U.S. government's efforts to promote coin usage during the 1980s. In conclusion, both the 1972 D Washington quarter dollar and the 1985 P Washington dollar are fascinating coins that encapsulate different eras of American history and minting practices. The quarter, with its widespread circulation and historical design, is a staple for collectors, while the dollar coin represents a modern attempt to modernize and promote coin usage. Whether you're building a collection, investing, or simply exploring the rich history behind these coins, understanding their details, mintage, errors, and market value adds depth to your numismatic journey. Remember, each coin has a story, and by studying these pieces, you're uncovering a chapter of America's rich past. Thanks for watching NT Coins World. If you enjoyed this deep dive into these two incredible coins, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more detailed coin explorations. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Until next time, happy collecting and keep those coins shining.